Welcome to another episode of the News Roundup. On today's show, we'll be discussing a recent Supreme Court decision to override a lower court order that blocked the Navy's ability to limit the deployment of unvaccinated military members who refused to get COVID shots based on religious grounds. We're going to discuss what happened here. And so, from Trial Site News, I am Adrian, and our episode starts now. So, a group of Navy SEALs who opted not to get vaccinated against COVID-19 were engaged in a somewhat David and Goliath battle against the Pentagon over its mandate stopping the soldiers from deployment. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin petitioned for an emergency partial stay to help the executive branch agency make assignments for military personnel based on the refusal to be vaccinated since being blocked from doing so since January. So what happened here? Well, back in January, a Texas-based federal judge issued an injunction blocking the federal government from going through with assignment changes for 35 Navy SEALs and other Navy Special Warfare personnel who remained unvaccinated, fighting against the mandates on religious grounds. This group filed a lawsuit against President Biden's administration claiming that the U.S. Navy violated the religious freedom protections based on the imposition of the COVID-19 vaccine mandates. At the heart of this issue is whether the U.S. Navy has discretion to limit deployment of unvaccinated people. On top of issuing the injunction, U.S. District Judge Reed O'Connor also blocked the Defense Department from enforcing its vaccine mandate on the Navy SEALs and others who had sued over the mandate. It is worth noting here that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin did not seek for the Supreme Court to stay this part of the order. In any case, the Supreme Court has overridden the lower court order, granting the Pentagon's request to limit the deployment of unvaccinated active U.S. military members who have refused to get the COVID shots based on religious grounds. But this doesn't mean the fight is over, though, as the court order is temporary in nature until the issue is fully litigated in the lower courts. Mike Berry, Director of Military Affairs for First Liberty Institute, which is representing the Navy SEALs, recently was quoted on the matter as saying that the court's narrow partial stay will not deter our mission to ensure America's service members do not lose their religious freedom. Now, Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh wrote in his concurring opinion that I concur in the court's decision to grant the government's application for a partial stay of the district court's preliminary injunction for a simple overarching reason. Under Article 2 of the Constitution, the President of the United States, not any federal judge, is the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. In light of that bedrock constitutional principle, courts traditionally have been reluctant to intrude upon the authority of the executive in military and national security affairs. The district court, while no doubt well-intentioned, in effect inserted itself into the Navy's chain of command, overriding military commanders' professional military judgments. The court relied on the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, but even accepting that RFRA applies in this particular military context, RFRA does not justify judicial intrusion into military affairs in this case. That is because the Navy has an extraordinarily compelling interest in maintaining strategic and operational control over the assignment and deployment of all special warfare personnel, including control over decisions about military readiness. And no less restrictive means would satisfy that interest in this context. In sum, I see no basis in this case for employing the judicial power in a manner that military commanders believe would impair the military of the United States as it defends the American people. But the dissenting opinion authors were not happy, declaring that the Supreme Court was rubber stamping, which does a great injustice to the service members. Moreover, Alito declared that the Navy SEALs were treated shabbily by the Navy, and the court brushes all that aside. Here is a sample of what Justice Alito wrote in his dissent. He said that in August 2021, the Secretary of the Navy made COVID-19 vaccination mandatory and threatened severe consequences, including dishonorable discharge and confinement for anyone who refused. Later, Navy directives told service members that they could apply for religious exemptions, but this program, as described by the district court, was largely theater, designed to result in the denial of almost all requests. The exemption procedure that the Navy set up included no fewer than 50 steps, and during the first 35 steps, none of the various officials who processed requests gave any consideration to their merit. Instead, a form letter rejecting each request was prepared and sent to 7 offices for review. A package of rejection letters was then assembled together with a memo asking the Vice Admiral, who served as a Deputy Chief of Naval Operations, to sign the rejection letters. Only at step 35 was someone in this chain told to read the exemption requests, but it appears that this individual was not given an opportunity to recommend that a request be granted. Instead, this person's sole task was to record pertinent information on a spreadsheet and send the package on to the Vice Admiral. Given the nature of this procedure, the results it produced are not surprising. Although more than 4,000 exemption requests had been submitted by February 15th of 2022, not a single one had been approved when the complaint in this case was filed. Respondents are among the many recipients of form rejection letters, and according to their declarations and testimony, some of them were told outright that pressing for a religious exemption would end their naval careers. A respondent identified as Navy SEAL 2 stated that a superior officer advised him that all religious accommodation requests will be denied because senior leadership has no patience or tolerance for service members who refuse COVID-19 vaccination for religious reasons and wants them out of the SEAL community. Now, given the constraints of time for the show format, we won't be able to read you the whole article, but we will provide a link in the description below for the PDF file from the Supreme Court with the full dissenting and concurring opinions. It's certainly worth the read. In any case, we of course will be continuing to monitor this unfolding situation and other stories like it. And that, my friends, brings our episode to a close once more. As always, thank you so much for joining me on the show today. From Trial Site News, I am Adrian, and I will see you all next time.